Hey guys, and welcome back to the ESL Pro League. Not long of a wait. I've heard that the match is going to go live very shortly after the server update, so that's always great to hear. I think Brainstorm is ready to get into it. I think we all are, so... But looking towards Renegades, I mean, you were predicting NRG to take a 2-0. That has to change now, so are you willing to still say NRG have what it takes to take another victory, or do you think Renegades have enough momentum to roll forward towards another win on Mirage?
My initial 2-0 prediction was pretty much just based off the fact that NRG is sitting in 4th. They've been playing well so far in the Pro League, and it was a more objective one. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to be subjective. I'm an Australian. I've got to support the Aussie boys. Going to switch over to a 2-0 for Renegades. But it's not only national pride coming in there. Given how they played, sure, everyone's T-sides were weak. But Renegades was admittedly better. It was 5 rounds on theirs versus 2 on the side of NRG. So I think Renegades can do it coming in towards Mirage. It's always been a good map for them, of course. It's one of those ones of... It's part of what we would dub the Oceanic Standard, really, which is that, Dust 2, which is now gone, and Cache. Those maps that are more just aim duel, a little bit more puggy in nature. Australian teams usually play pretty well on those, so I think Renegades should be okay coming into this one. They've played Mirage twice so far in the Pro League. They lost it to Cloud9 16-6 and won it against Selfless 16-8, so 50-50 record in the Pro League at least, but it's a map that they should be pretty comfortable on.
Mirage not being played by NRG a single time in the Pro League. So, have to see what they have. They have to lift their T side. That was their biggest weakness last time. CT side looks pretty decent. They've got to continue the good form, make sure they have enough rounds to work with as Renegades. We'll start on the T side as Breezy. Going to be challenging mid almost immediately. Great hops out a window. And here come the T attack. Breezy under some pressure. It will back off as the rest of Renegades look to pincer off the A side.
Still straight into Connect, taking the fight against Peter. Az are actually going to steal that kill. Still fully blind, charges straight through the smoke. There's 2 players here waiting for this push as Breezy goes down as well. Marky and CT has to fall back on low HP. Ada with the USP has picked up Daps.
Had a big round.
Az are playing well. No, Atta and Az, they sound similar, but not quite the same as Ada finds himself 3 kills there. I was going to mention, I liked the calm on Breezy. Being challenged at short, takes a few measured shots and falls back rather than spamming all of his bullets away, but doesn't make a difference as Renegades get a very nice pistol round out there. The buy comes straight out for the good old UMPs. 1 AK onto Adder, and with that 3K, why not? Pistols out for the NRG guys. No utility. Single flashbang on Peter as he's saving for that AWP.
Adder looking to continue his good form that he carried over from Cobblestone on the CT side. As Az is going to make early contact with Daps. JKS is taking down Peter at Palace, and Renegades, very simple attack on towards the A side. But actually, Marky and Breezy both picking up 1 apiece. It's still an Azra fallen, but Adder's able to take down 1 more, and Fugly does manage to take the AK-47 off the hands of Adder, but Ubik will clean up with the final kill. It was a bit of a scrappy round, but Renegades do manage to come up on top, losing only 3 UMPs. They're not going to be too perturbed about losing 3 SMGs. I've never used the word perturbed before.
I was just about to say, perturbed is a really nice word.
It actually is. It just doesn't roll off the tongue very well, though.
Perturbed. Yeah.
It doesn't roll off the tongue. Even
no,
though
it doesn't.
It does fit the context well. It doesn't roll off, and it makes me want to use another word instead, but NRG going to be on the eco.
Welcome to the life of casters, by the way. Technical word analysis to see what flows smoothly.
It's linguistics.
It is.
It is a word roller coaster. We want you there with the ride, with the emotions.
The flow.
Just like the tide.
Speaking of flow, Renegades looking to flow into this round as well. Fugly just got obliterated. Goodbye. Peeks out into mid, spots 3 players, and gets completely deleted for his trouble. Az with the long-range UMP gets 1. Has all of the players here. Will not have to check sandwich. It's only Breezy left. Az coming in over the top. We'll get the kill there. Lose JKS. Az, though, will be able to grab that AK. So, no real loss there. They had a bunch of AKs and a couple UMPs. The AKs all stay up. Az buys the 5th. The guns will come out for NRG, but it's not full rifles from them. Marky's going to be stuck on the FAMAS. Does have a lot of utility to back that thing up. Peter, glass cannon AWP. Can work, especially playing aggressive towards. Looks like he's going to go for the connector peek into mid. Try and catch the T's off guard. Big flash over the top. The Molotov is there, but it lands low. It's only going to be still a challenging mid, though. The rest of the Renegades moving over towards B.
Yeah, so early Molotov and pressure coming out from Renegades towards City Connector means Astilla can ever so slowly creep his way forward towards CD Connector and try to find the off angle towards Peter, and might be able to. Oh, but he's going to be caught off guard by Breezy, but the attack begins on the B side at the same time. Astilla did try to make an opportunity, and Adder's going to open up on the B side. Only Fugly. Any resistance. That is a great Molotov from Renegades. It will deny a lot of early pressure from NRG towards Market. And Breezy has managed to make his way towards B-Apps. Uber has to hold this off.
Uber, though, full HP, waiting for this peak, and Breezy...
They're saving.
He's aware of it. Breezy's out. He is just going to escape from Uber. The timing going to be so close, but Breezy will make it away. JKS takes out Peter in the meantime. The AWP lost for NRG. Not exactly sure where that kill was. So the AWP, most likely not recoverable. Yeah, it looks like JKS just waiting there on the body. Breezy could catch out Uber here. He's found himself tucked into this corner of the ramp. Uber, though, going to go the other way. These two players so close to each other. Uber comes back and lands the headshot. Breezy's out of the round. The gun is gone. And only a FAMAS and an M4 even save for NRG as Renegades go up 4-0.
Big misplay coming out from Breezy. Just taking out his knife. It's a nice knife, but...
Gotta check it out, man.
When you're in an isolated position where you're not sure where Renegades are going to be storming out of, or just even slowly crawling out of, you got to keep your AK-47 up. And that does cost, because he hasn't meandered around and realized that he should bring the AK-47 back. But that's just given enough time for Uber to just catch on, slowly check out his angles, and get the kill. So NRG already falling 4-0. It's not over for them, but every single round that Renegades can build up momentum in their T side will just inflict further pain on NRG's CT side.
Will indeed. So CT's now looking to try and get themselves around on the board. They've already lost a lot of damage, lost a lot of health from Breezy. 3 pistols here for them as well. Marquee and there we go. Dap's gonna need to do the work, and they both get kills, just as I said their names. So Uber and Ada go down. JKS should get a pretty easy cleanup here onto the low HP player in front of him. Will take out Breezy with a crisp headshot. Peter, though, on the lurk. Could catch out JKS if he's not ready for it, but a 4-on-3. The Renegades do have the guns, they do have the time. They've got to make this work, though.
Looks like they're slowly pincering off A side, but as you mentioned, Peter was able to make his way towards A ramp. He will be able to get the pick on towards JKS. Both members now trying to barrel up short. Fugly holding close to the CZ. Steeler says no, and will take some damage from the M4, but he will be able to get out alive no longer, though. Marky locking down the B site. It's off to Azza. 1-on-3. This round has gone favorably for NRG. They just got to do a little bit more work to hold it off. Azza just dancing around the archway. Will be pushing forward. Has not spotted out Peter, who does make a chance shot. Marky, his shoulder was exposed. And Dap's already low. Knows that one is towards short, but NRG not pushing out. Azza, if he's able to take down just one more towards short, that's going to be Dap's already on 8 HP. All Azza needs to do is land a single shot. He gets a headshot. He knows where Peter is, and lands another headshot. NRG just jumping the gun a little bit. Had to play a little bit better with that with the low HP player on Daps. So in the end, NRG did a lot of hard work. But Renegades able to bring it back for a 1-on-3.
I love how calm Azir is there as well. Knows where that last player is and just taps along on the headshot line. Doesn't overcommit for a long spray. Just holds the taps, waits for the pick to come in. And indeed it will. So Renegade's going to pick up the 5th off the back of that very well played clutch from Azza. Peter throwing a smoke and underpass to both cover him from there and allow him to fall back through that if he gets pressured from bottom mid.
Is it a one-way smoke?
Might be, actually. I haven't seen that one before, but Yustilo spots him out, does the damage, knows where he is, and Adder on the entry finds one, almost a second, but Marquis trades out 2. 3-on-2 situation right now. Peekaboo, Peter. Uber's in his face. Actually, no, it wasn't Uber. She's still up close, but Uber gets the kill regardless. Fugly now in the 1-on-3. We saw a clutch last round. Maybe not seeing one again as Yustilo times the peak perfectly and lands the headshot. Renegades starting off 6-0 in this second map.
NRG most likely going for pistols. Probably by the next round, they may need to call early tactical pause. They're in serious danger of letting their CT side completely blow out. Renegades almost winning the half. Barring a severe misplay coming out this round, Renegades should be going up 7-0. The only round where it's looked uncomfortably close for them has been the round where Azza had to play the 1-on-3 clutch. Whereas it's been pretty one-sided ever since there. Renegades have just been driving the advantage forward, where they just go, we don't need to even use a mid-smoke. That's just where they just go, all right, NRG, we're not respecting you mid-hold. We're just going to charge straight out. It's still round after round, not punished for taking mid-control by himself. And Renegades, no utility used to take mid.
Yeah, which means they still have so much to work with later into the round. They've still got 4 Molotovs, 5 smokes, bunch of flashbangs. They're looking very, very calm and collected on Mirage. This one is just an eco round, so sure, maybe not one that NRG has too much to really look at. Fugly on this peak timing could catch out one, but instead going to be spotted out by Azza and will fall back. So this round, maybe not too much we can really expect from NRG, but even on the gun rounds, admittedly there was a big clutch there from Azza to save that, but even then, Renegades they're looking pretty calm so far.
On the whole, they're looking more dominant than NRG have been playing on their bye rounds. Renegades rarely dropping members and just making the trades work in their favor. Daps should be able to go one apiece. No, he looks away at the wrong time. That is really the story of NRG in a nutshell so far.
Just luck.
It's just unlucky. They're looking at the right angles. They look away for the slightest of movements, and they get caught off.
Nearly happened to Azza just there as he pulls out a grenade just as a CT peeks him, but he'll just be waiting around here. The flash comes through. Dodges that one. Is now just waiting for these peeks. One towards ladder room. It's breezy. Should run into Yestillo. One back towards short. Yestillo just waiting around here, looking towards that vent. But the CTs have no business going for this retake.
And they know.
Maybe get some damage, but
they're trying to go for exits.
Exactly.
It's not even working.
No, Yestillo takes down Peter. JKS in CT spawn, I should say, moving through. Yestillo's taking a lot of damage, but Azza's here to clean up Breezy. Easy kill for him. Fugly left all alone, has players coming his way. Finds the headshot on JKS. Yestillo is low, shouldn't commit to this one too hard, but Fugly still wants to go and grab that AK. The player in his face has lots of players, finds another kill. So good damage there from Fugly, but we'll get closed out in the end. This time, though, another buy round for NRG, I should say, for the Renegades as well. But NRG now, they've got the AWP out on Peter. He needs to hit that mid pick.
He's had the AWP for 3 rounds now. He's not made an impact barring... Has he even made a kill with the AWP?
I don't think so. And this round, I like that as well. We've said, well, you said last round, Renegades have not been using utility. This time, they see the gun round coming. They suspect the AWP. Throw a smoke straight into mid.
NRG going to be pressure A-ramp early. JKS to hold it off as Dap's going to be going in for the peak alongside with his teammate. And JKS gets one. It is a 1-for-1. NRG early aggression to try to take control of A site. It's going to work out okay. Mark is on 66 as now Renegade's going to be crawling through underpass. Going to be trying to gain window control potentially. Yestillo going to be boosted up, and Marky coming forward. Can only lock the back of vent down. Cannot actually isolate jungle. No, gets the kill on Yestillo, who overcommits. And this means Renegades now down on towards the 3 and 4. Marky still alive, doing damage. Now on 2 kills. Breezy locking down the A site with Fugly. Look at Fugly's position. He's gone all the way back, and unfortunately Marky is too low to try to make a dent towards Renegades, as Uber now has locked down the jungle line, and Adder and Azza just waiting for NRG to try to push towards them to get the kills.
Fugly's position, as you said, is going to be so important here. They've actually pushed Uber out into CT, but he has been spotted out. Fugly now, with 45 seconds left, just needs to wait for this bomb to go down, can come in and pinch on the site. It's going to be a difficult plan for RNG. They will find the spot that's going to be safe from Palace, but their positions, Azza spots out. Fugly now knows that's a possibility, but in a 3-on-2, the Renegades have to play this so perfectly. That said, though, Azza lines up one, but Adder's left in the 2-on-1, has to clutch this out. The bomb is planted for him. He's got a Molotov to throw into that thing as well. But it looks like Peter's ready. Holding the angle. He's going to push in now. Taps the bomb. Holds it. Adder just going to throw the Molotov and fall back. Smart play. Doesn't need to peek. The CTs now have to push him. And in they come. Flashbang up over the top. Adder's waiting. He's played this one to perfection. They had to jump on this bomb. The defuse is there. The Molotov is there. He's got to go for it. Goes for the jumping shot and taps out. Well, not even a jumping shot. Jumping peek. Taps out Peter. Beautiful play from Adder to get the clutch. The Renegades stay flawless.
I was going to say, just positional play from Adder, you won't be able to find more beautiful play. And there were signs of Adder being able to do this. Even though his stats have been relatively on the poor side for Renegades, on Nuke, you saw signs that he had just this ability to have this game sense to know where to position himself. He'd go no kills whatsoever in the CT half of Nuke because Renegades didn't really need him. And now, we're in a position where he can finally start opening up. His aim's converting for him. He's now getting these picks. He's getting confidence, and this is a scary thought.
It is. There was a lot of questions asked of Adder when he was first announced because historically Renegades for such a long time, so close it around cleanly, Renegades have been an all-Australian roster for such a long time, or all-Oceanic roster. When they brought in Adder, I know I asked questions. I know a lot of Australian fans were thinking, we don't have the Australian roster anymore. How's this going to work out? Adder had a bit of a slow start slotting into Renegades, but now he's really finding his place. He's finding those sneaky kills. He does well on the CT side, locking down angles. We saw a lot of that on Cobble. And he's playing the clutches really well as well. He's showing himself to be a player with good aim, good game sense, really nice positioning too. Could be a good fit for these guys if he stays with them. Of course, he is officially just a stand-in at the moment, but as of right now, I'm liking him as part of Renegades.
Well, He has been doing work in Cobblestone, able to lock down the B side, now doing work on the T side as well. Fugly's managed to make his way close in towards B amps, and a lot of AK bullets being fired his way, and JKS nearly takes him out. Fugly does manage to get back alive on 5 HP. Peter's taking the AWP towards B amps to try to find an angle through the smoke, but it's not going to work out. A lot of early utility used from both sides. But in the end, I feel like it still favors Renegades. So now just back off towards the A side instead. Molotov towards jungle side, Breezy. He can do a lot of work, but the push coming forward. Azza still gets the headshot.
JKS left on just 15 HP, but beautiful work from Azza. We need to go in for this peak. NRG though, they're just giving up mid so freely. Renegades are free to move.
Just giving it up. It's so
Renegades
hard.
are taking it.
It's hard for them to hold it, where Peter, he's just instantly smoked out. They don't have enough utility or backup. They're losing B-side early control to rotate members across. Marky, though, very least, getting a clean kill into you still and able to back off. That will be critical, because remember, JKS is low already, and Renegades don't have much time, 25 seconds left.
They have to move pretty quickly now. Marky Flash completely out, surrounded on all sides. This is a beautiful pinch from the Renegades. Fugly and CT left on just 5 HP. If he can stop the bomb planter, he has a hope in this round, but not going to worry about that situation. Going to plant the bomb very safely from the hands of Uber and fall all the way back as well. Fugly has no business getting any further into this round. Renegades, the post-plant positions are set. One going into Palace, one playing back in A main. Azza still in the back lines. Fugly could maybe get this clutch if they let him, but the bomb is planted around the other side of the box from him. Uber's peeking it, lands the one bullet required, and even if Uber had fallen there, the other two were set in beautiful position. So well played from Renegades. 10-0. And just to touch on my point from mid before, as I feel I should clarify that, it's not so much that NRG are giving up mid as it is they're being forced out of it. Either Renegades are coming in and entering them very efficiently, or, as you said, they're getting smoked out, they're getting flashed out. Renegades, they weren't using utility at first, Now they are. And NRG are just having such a difficult time holding it. Even now, Breezy going for this peak already has a Molotov on his feet. It's not quite spread far enough, but Renegades just doing such a good job playing the map control.
Well, they are stacked towards the A site, where NRG have also stacked with pistols, but even then, NRG, if they take the next 5 in a row, Renegades still on double digits. Renegades, any single round right now is just icing on the cake. They're looking to just drive the nail in even further. They just went, no, we just want to finish this map off, and there's the first entry. Daps, who was trying to push for information. We've seen Daps do that before on Cole. It's not going to work out this round, and Peter's been spotted out. Hazza going in for the kill, and Az has been having a great game so far.
Having a whale of a time.
On Adolf, also joining in the party potentially. We'll be able to eventually get the kill on Fugly. And now it's all up to poor Marky by himself. Isolated jungle. Marky
has a Molotov he has to push through. Takes a lot of damage for doing so, but there is T players absolutely everywhere. They're behind him, in front of him, on both sides. Adder spots out the shoulder there. Goes for the cheeky AK inspect.
11 rounds.
The kill. That's not even 11 rounds, because 11 rounds is huge if you can get the 11-4, but this is 11 unanswered rounds. NRG have not been able to find anything. They're completely shut out. And they got clutched both times. One from Azza, one from Adder. It's all the two-syllable A names today.
Or you could just say the beginning of the alphabet. The end of NRG potentially on this map, because it's...
That was nice. I don't like that.
It's just NRG have just been unable to find an answer. I really want them to. They've got the caliber of players to stand up and push Renegades, but Renegades just... It's like watching the plow. It's just Renegades are just going... They're just...
No, guys, we got this.
They're just like riding their horses just straight forward, just rolling over NRG right now. And NRG's got no energy behind this play.
Yeah, they just can't find anything at all. I mean, Renegades so far in Pro League, as we said, a 50-50 on Mirage. They did take it against Selfless. They lost it against Cloud9, which Cloud9, I believe, in second position, looking very, very strong. Fair enough, but if Renegades can continue to play Mirage like this, I don't think there's going to be many teams in the league that'll let them play it too much more.
It's just more of Renegades have hit their stride.
Absolutely. This is going fantastically for them right now.
They're winning one-on-ones. That's all it is. They're just winning the aim deals, rolling forward. NRG are not winning these aim deals. No,
NRG, they've got a few where it's worked out well for them, but most of the time, the map control from Renegades also being excellent doesn't help. We saw the one thing that sticks out in my mind is their A site take if they don't take it quickly, they take it slowly, but they take it from everywhere. They boost a player windows. They can come in through jungle. They come in through connector. They come in through a main. They take it from 3 different angles, and most of them are from 180 degrees. So the CTs pretty much always have someone behind them once they lose that first player. And it's something that's so difficult to adapt to. This round from the Renegades, bit of a change up. A couple players over towards B. Could just move through underpass, take A once again. But the bomb still over, waiting in A main. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Uber spots out a pixel. Oh, Fugly there. Misses the shot, but that's actually, it was Marky, not Fugly, I believe. Oh, no, it wasn't.
No, Fugly was spotted out, and Marky is trying to push in.
There we go.
NRG calling a tactical pause at 11-0. It may have come too late. Uber just... You saw how Renegades spotted that informational play. Just go, look, NRG, they know they've lost mid every single round, so they're going to stack it. NRG that round. They stack mid. Look how much utility was used. They don't have a single smoke grenade left. This is a very easy execution for the A site, onto the A site for Renegades. Just some early damage done from the Molotov, but Dabs can't do anything. Just shut down by Uber immediately, and Peter has to play through the edge of the smoke. Then he lands a shot towards Ada, but it's in the end, it's Marky who's able to do the damage. And even though all energy is stacked towards CT connector, all someone needs to do is bring that bomb back safely, and Renegades go, no, we'll just plan it back at default. Peter.
That was close.
You'd normally think Peter would be able to land those shots. Doesn't work out, and look at the flank coming the long way. It's Azza. Pain Train's coming behind it. NRG not going to have fun with this.
He's just waiting. Azza, he's played these flanks so many times. Spots out one. Not going to wait for the kills to come his way this time, just committing to it, and the kills come in. NRG now on a 3-on-2, make that a 1-on-3. JKS has to go huge, and finally a round for NRG. Still look dangerous for them, but they do get one back.
Yeah, I mean, Renegades probably just jumping the gun a little bit. We had Azza in a great position. In the end, he just jumped the gun, tried to take the first duel where you normally expect Azza to kind of just wait a little bit more. All right, there's 3 there. Bang, bang, bang. So NRG do take 1 round on the board. Good retake on the back of taking out Ada on the plant position and just playing the 4-on-4. Better stuff after the tactical pause, but still a momentum in the favor of Renegades. What are NRG going to do in this round?
Look at that Renegades economy too. 1 player on around the $3,500 mark. The rest up all around $10,000. And given that they're not investing in AWPs, their economy's set. They can drop AKs all day.
Both pushing underpass this round, so they know it's not going to be a B-side take. They know it's going to be A. But what can they do when NRG have just... Even though NRG have this information, now it's up to Daps as well as Peter to hold off this push. As Azza just comes in with Ada, going the 1-for-1 trade in the site. There's no one there. Smoke's not even being used on the side of Renegades. There's the first flashbang to just buy some more time. But there is a flank coming through from the side of NRG, so this is dangerous. NRG should be able to get this round, surely. Uber throwing JKS, able to get 2 kills. JKS now coming from behind. Fugly does punish him, and now Breezy. Oh. Uber, so sharp. Breezy last minute standing there, don't know where he is. He might be able to take down Uber at the very least, but won't be able to take down anymore. You just have that feeling that he's isolated out, and Renegades know of this potential.
This is such a hard position. Look at that first kill, but it's a little bit sloppy. He drops down, actually gets Ada. This is doable for him now. He still is playing from the stairs and lands the headshot. So 1 round answered back by the Renegades. No money for NRG. They can force this one, but if they do, they're going to have to force into both this round and the next. And Renegades could potentially get themselves a 14-1. The 16-0 dream is dead. The 16-1 could still be alive.
It's just Renegades looking to clean matters up accordingly. And I was feeling, okay, no, Breezy has a chance in that round after getting the pick on towards Ada. Had a chance, but it's still just able to find the off timing, which is the story. Once again, Renegades just been able to find all these timing picks. Now, NRG trying to get aggressive towards A ramp. Ada just playing passively. He has JKS and support for Palace. There's a flashbang, and Ada will fall back. He's been flashed out and goes, all right, there's a couple towards A ramp. These guys want to get hot and heavy, but I don't really want to. I'll just fall back and wait for my teammate to back me up.
It's not my kind of thing. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm going to fall back. Speaking of falling back, the CTs too, a little bit of aggression. They're going to get away from this one here. And now, if NRG can't win this round, their priority has to be Marky's M4. They're going to need that because their money is garbage right now. They really can't afford to buy in the next round. If they can keep that gun alive, they can get another buy like this going on. If the M4 falls and can't be retrieved, it's pretty much going to be no rifles in the next round. The dream for them, of course, this round, to win it relatively cleanly, take 3 AKs through, or well, 2 AKs through plus the M4. 3 would be the dream, so 4 guns alive in total. Maybe not with the way that Renegades have been playing, but still a chance as always. But look at how careful Renegades are being as well.
They need to get a move on though. Fugly is in Palace, and Renegades do know. They've given up Palace control and going, okay, potentially one here, and Fugly is now pushing for information. Smoke's coming across. The bomb, where is it going towards? 23 seconds. They have to just attack the B site, and you can see that the fake has not been drawn out. NRG going back towards the B site. They can hear the members cutting across, and Peter, he's been blinded out firstly, and does manage to get the Peter 50 shot. Whoa. Gets the second one towards JKS. That's not something you see every day, and NRG might be able to take this round out as Peter goes huge to the AK-47. No time for a Steeler to plant. This has gone a little bit wrong for Renegades, taking too long, and Breezy. I thought Breezy was able to get the kill.
No gun save for NRG.
They get the round, though. They get the round.
And they can buy into this a little bit off that, but they would have wanted a couple of AKs there, so great damage to bring it back for Renegades. They don't get the round, but the buy from NRG, it's basically nothing. They've got a Scout, 2 M4s, 2 UMPs. It's better buy than they had last round. They managed to make that work, but you can't help but think they would have loved some AKs there. They can still do this, though. 12-3, it's better than nothing.
Renegades, where I felt like that round fell apart for them, was where they lost control of the sites. They lost control of mid. They never had presence towards mid. And we saw NRG. As soon as the smokes came over towards A site from Mastillo and he started running back, they weren't sold. Fugly was at Palace. There's no one Palace. Just watch towards A ramp. There's only one member there. Adatho will take down Breezy towards City Connector. Daps trying to follow up with the damage done earlier by Peter's Scout, but not going to find any members. Renegades now taking control of mid. This should be a much more cut and dry round as Az is going to sneak his way through smoke and try to create an opportunity towards the A side. Sneaking a little bit too far, decides to go in the stairwell instead, but it's not even needed because JKS gets another kill. Fugly's already pushed towards the end of Palace, and Flashbang hits Azza.
The big thing about that position now is the CT should have an idea that there's another player through connector now. They've got to know, but that position is, or was, unknown. So if he didn't get the kill, sure, he could have just waited there. Of course, he's now going to move and try and find a better post plant position, but look at Renegades. They have completely locked this out. He still doesn't spot the head of Fugly. Gun model might have been in the way. Either way, the kill does come in. So 2-on-3 right now. NRG in with a chance. Needs to try and find these kills, though. And all of the Renegades players sitting well back in cover. And Daps, 19 HP, 1-on-3. Falls to the 450 damage. Orb headshot. Overkill is fun. 13-2. Renegades over NRG. Looking to close this one out relatively quickly.
So you're changing your prediction around. Well, you already did. Anyway,
I already did. I did that earlier.
You're a sellout.
Hey, I sold out before the 13-2, so...
Fair enough, you did.
You got to sell out early, man.
Look, NRG can still come back.
They can.
They can. It's just a long slog, pissed around, absolute necessity, and Renegades need to severely drop the ball.
Yeah, the other thing is as well, on that last map, NRG's CT side was their good side. Their T side was weak. We just saw Renegades have a cracking T side, and NRG now has to answer on their own terrorist side of things, which wasn't so great on Cobble. Admittedly, that could just be a Cobble thing, but it's a long way to go. Coming back from a 13-2 on any side, on any map, is a long way to go. And NRG, if they can win the pistol, I think they've got a few rounds in them, but I see this one at most being a 16-8 for Renegades. I'll give NRG 5 rounds.
I was going to say, is it reverse day? Because Cobble is generally known as a more predominantly T-sided map. I do see teams now starting to play on the CT side, so potentially the bias has swung back towards the defender side once again. But on Mirage, no argument about it. It should be a easier map for defenders to hold. And Renegades just looking to take the pistol into anti-ecos. There is presence coming towards mid, and it's going to be Az that's going to be tested out. He was the danger man on the T side alongside with Adder. All the rest of Renegades did all chime in, as Estillo needs to be careful of being peeked from different angles. He is isolated out. Az nearly gets his head ripped off. Does manage to back out in time, and now Estillo does get punished for peeking out. Breezy opening up. This is the Breezy we needed to see earlier on. Is it too late? We'll have to find out. It's Uber going 1-for-1, but it's not enough because, well, it's up to a 2-on-4 for the rest of Renegades to navigate their way back in.
JKS shooting away, really wants a kill here, but now needs to find all four. Will eventually close out on Fugly. 51 HP, they know where he is. He's running low on ammo. He has just 4 bullets. He's got nothing really. No time, no bullets, no health. Will fall. So NRG will take the pistol round with 3 players left alive. It's a good start for them to get back into this game. They can now buy some SMGs, start to establish that economy, grind out those anti-ecos. The Renegades will be buying some pistols, 5.7s and Deagles across the board, with the exception of JKS, who might be saving for an AWP early on. Looks like that will indeed be the plan, but it's not a full investment from any of the Renegades guys. They've got...
Nope, they've
actually,
invested.
it is. There we go. There's armor in those Deagles now as well. So they haven't spent all their money, but they've spent a fair chunk of it. And NRG, if they can just play the good angles with these SMGs. They've got 2 AK-47s as well. They want that long-range advantage. They don't want to get deagled at a very long range. They want to be able to have the advantage. And it looks like they're pairing up the rifles with the SMG. It's smart play from them. Ada does spot out a lot towards Daps, but being able to hit that shot is not easy. Pressure comes in. He is going to take out Daps, though. That's only the MAC-10 gone. The AKs and the UMP is still alive. Ada, though, is calling for his teammates. Az is going to hit a deagle shot. Not like this, NRG. You got to start getting some kills as Azza is going insane. JKS finds 1-2. The bomb is dropped. Ada moving up. We'll be able to find an AK-47 if he goes in here a little bit further. Fugly has to try and clutch out a 1-on-5. Still a minute left to play with. Going to go straight for the peak. Ada's here with the AK, though. Uber's picked up the other one. This is completely fallen apart for NRG.
Just clean headshot after headshot after headshot. And Azza just holding towards short and getting 2 more headshots.
Doming people.
That's pretty much the story of the, I guess, NRG right now. Fugly trying his best. We'll be able to get one pick, but look at Asilo coming in from the lurk. Oh, Fugly's doing damage. He can still win this. He's got time to rotate back towards the A site. He's managed to retrieve the C4. He's going to rotate the long way around. He can still win this. If Renegades don't... They're isolated towards 2 1-on-1s, it could be all over.
They do have the AK-47s, but there's no armor behind those. And Azza, his Deagle not going to help him this time. Fugly making this 1-on-5 possible with 3 kills already. 2 AKs left up. Aim punch going to be a severe issue. If Fugly can find the first shot, it could be all over for Ada and Uber. He's got 10 seconds, though. Really has to plant this bomb now. Peek CT. He gets one more. He's brought this from a 1-on-5 into a 1-on-1. Has to plant, though. Uber's going to be here.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate for Fugly. The dream was alive. It does eventually get shut down. Renegade is saved by Uber. But, oh, man, I believed.
I believed as well. If he's able to get a couple of easy picks where Renegades gave up 3 kills, he was able to maneuver that a mile. He was even able to take down Ada with the correct play. And he was so healthy. All he had to do was plant safe, but he didn't know where the last member is. He didn't think that Uber would come through City Connector so late. And Uber, well, just comes out, surprises him. And very easy headshot afterwards. Even if Fugly got off, he wouldn't have been able to plant the bomb. No time left. And Renegades now 1 round closer to winning it after taking the pistol round. NRG just trying to stave off defeat with the force buy.
I feel so bad for Fugly. He got so close and just that missed, not even a missed plant, just a plant where he couldn't have known any better. He played that one to absolute perfection and the rotate from the CTs just didn't work out in his favor. It was so, so close. Uber does manage to close it out. But unfortunately for Fugly, that round's over. Now he has to try and make it work in this one. He's again going to have the rifle here off the cash he got from those 4 UMP kills. So he can try and make something happen. He could. It's been closed out though. Marky does take down Ustillo. The pistol's trying to come in. Could we see another eco round going the way it shouldn't? As Breezy with a clean headshot removes JKS. Azza and Uber now have to try and make this one happen. Azza going to find a UMP kill. On to Daps. There's some damage done, but Uber's going to have to do the bulk of it. He gets flashed out. We're moving in. It's time as well, but goes down. Azza has to do it all.
Yeah, he's just going to back off and save. Good double peek coming on the side of NRG, so some life yet. It's not over. 14-3, should tick over towards 14-4. NRG just struggling to stay alive, but they're able to do work. And if Renegades, if they do misstep round after round after round, like we saw against Fugly, even though they're able to take the victory, a severe misstep to allow Fugly back in towards a 1-on-1. Now with 2 AKs and a UMP saved on the side of NRG. Well, even if they're not able to take the victory, some confidence points would be good.
Would be lovely. So the Renegades now not going to be able to buy here. Azza will have that saved M4. He's dropped a Tech 9 for one of his teammates as well, but the pistol's going to be all that Renegades can do here. So NRG should be able to take this round. It's not a done deal though, as we've seen 2 anti-ecos lost in both the last 2 rounds. Renegades got their pistol win, and NRG, with the help of an AK, admittedly, came straight back into it with their own. Now it's going to be Renegades in the pistols. Taps from Peter, just missing their mark on Uber. But if NRG aren't careful, if Renegades take this, they're straight on 15.
And you'd hope that they'll be able to take this. They're using the right smoke grenades as well. Uber, if he times the shot. Oh my goodness, Uber, the crosshair was on. And he's just going to sneak his way towards the left side of window to see if he can look through the edge of the smoke grenade. Azza has been spotted out by Marky. He's going to be spraying through. Barely any damage done, but the M4 has been dropped in Astillo. You can't leave a grenade out and expect Fugly to not punish you. Uber is just being roasted alive, but he will be eventually put down by the AK-47 bullet. And Adder just trying to find an opportunity, but NRG not going to grant it. It's only Marky falling. Not really the worst result that they really could have, I guess. They could have lost it. That's the worst result. Renegades just going for basic pistols. They're looking to contest the next true round in the buy round. For NRG, well, just building up a bit of bank, but they know that as soon as they lose a single round, it may just be over. They want to bring it back. They still have the ability to bring it back. If Renegades don't patch up the flaws in their plays, they could be exploited. As a result, NRG, we could be seeing something amazing. We could be. I'm not saying it's a definite.
Could. You should be always careful with those calls, but they've started off this round the right way as Fugly, Daps, and Marky all find rifle kills. Uber coming in on the flank. Would love to catch out Daps, be able to grab himself that gun, but the entire NRG force pretty much is going to be on this B site for him to contest with. He's already been spotted out as well. Daps just tapping away. We'll take out Uber. JKS going to come in from the exact same angle. Can upgrade to that 5-7, but whether or not to be able to do anything with it, I suspect not. Daps will come in, spray him down, get the wallbang, and land the 3K. 14-6. Renegades starting to, or I should say NRG starting to make this one doable.
Still a long way to slog through. It's just not enough buffering space. Just if they had even a 6-9 CT half, 6 rounds in CT, they'd have so much more space to play with. But alas, it is not to be. It could have been 9-12, 9-13, somewhere around the lines where they could have had a bit more space, but Renegades, buy round coming out. No AWP on the hands of anyone, just M4s. Decent amount of utility to back up a defensive effort. NRG gonna have to rely on the AK entries of Breezy and Marky, who've been doing quite well on the T side, as well as the AWP and Peter. Peter's had a very quiet game. He wants to step up. He wants to make his presence known on the server.
That's a really nice grenade stack there with the Molotov and the HE going towards Underpass as well. Does good damage to Breezy. He's down on 63 HP, but the T's got in mid control here. Got a player at top mid behind the boxes, one peeking from the right-hand side from top mid, 2 in Underpass. As they're playing around this connector, trying to play over a smoke. Looking for someone to peek in from Underpass, but Breezy now starting to move. The Molotov's there to force Uber back. Completely blocks out his vision as well. He can see absolutely nothing through those flames. They will be fading in just a second though. Pop flash, not going to bounce high enough, I don't think. That one's better though. The smoke's there to deny him vision. There's a tease to move in towards connector and get themselves out onto the A side.
Yeah, so just denial of, oh, that's a bit of a miscommunication. Uber smoking up the CD connector as soon as Estillo did incendiary grenade, so that will give NRG a little bit more space to work. As Uber has spotted out Dabs, who's dancing around the edge. AK for M4, but Uber just a little bit sharp, able to get the kill, and Azza now coming quite close towards short, has spotted out Marky, but Uber doesn't even need anyone else because he's just getting headshot after headshot. And Marky, what a turnaround, but Estillo and JKS on the A site hold firm, and Renegades resolute, now on match point.
Finally got themselves there. It was a bit of a grind, but they do manage to get there. JKS going to be back on the AWP this time. Adder going to be fine on the M4. He's been very, very good with that so far, so why not? On the side of NRG, they've got a full buy as well. 4 AKs and the AWP out on Peter, but this is last chance for them. They need 9 rounds from this point just to go to overtime, and that would be a bit of a marathon of a map, and I'm not sure NRG have it in them. All is not said and done, though. They can still bring this back. JKS waiting in towards mid, but the kills come in as it finds one. JKS missing a shot and going for the wallbang. Now as the fallback will just escape with his life there. Fugly going to fall from Estillo as well. Adder being shot at. Spots out one. Does heavy damage to Peter, but can't get the kill. 3 on 3. He's still on just 1 HP. Bomb ready to go down on this B site. JKS does take down Daps in the meantime, but falls immediately to Peter. This 2 on 2, low HP on 2 players in the server here. Uber has to do the majority of the work. Same with Breezy.
Yep, as looks like Estillo is going to be entering from short, has managed to sneak his way through the edge of the smoke grenade, so he's still safe, and Breezy is not spotting the line, but Peter has been spotting the line, now transitioning his aim back on towards window. And Uber has spotted out Breezy, but Breezy pulling out the headshot on 22 HP. NRG, once again, this time a 1-on-1 going in their favor. NRG still hanging on for dear life, forcing Renegades on towards another eco.
That could not have been closer.
They could have.
Okay, they could have been less than 1 HP.
Could have been 1 HP, Molotov flying through the air, Breezy getting taken down, but the Molotov
yes,
lands on the bomb with 5.1 seconds left on the timer.
Yep, thanks.
You said it couldn't have been closer. I'm pointing out it could have been closer.
I don't have the patience for this, Kevin. It's too late in the day.
Wait for NRG, because they're playing it patiently and they're getting the kills. And they're still in it.
They are. They're going to use their utility smartly, getting out of Palace or out of a main. Dabs to top mid, gets one kill. Doesn't manage to land the spray on Ustillo, but he's not going to have time to get the gun there. Adder actually gets traded out immediately. Ustillo does have the AK, but fires 5 bullets, gets sprayed down. Aim punch too much to deal with. Now, if my prediction is to hold true, Renegades need to win this round. I doubt it will. I'm rarely right, but I'd like it to happen.
They are going to go on the eco. Single flashbang, probably early aggression, either mid or A, just to get some map territory, or maybe a gun off an unsuspecting NRG member. Otherwise, going for the buy round win.
Which is fair. In this sort of situation, when you're ahead this many rounds, the last thing you want to do is panic and force buy and just try and get the one round you need to close it out. You should really just sit back like Renegades are doing, take a few losses, take a few eco rounds, whatever. We'll be able to come back at them with a full buy and we can worry about closing it out then. They are getting aggressive behind this smoke. Peter going to have to be careful. He has too many angles to check and the AWP will be recovered by the CTs. At this point, they could just save that one through to the next round. As JKS has fallen in the smoke, Dabs is looking into connector. It's taken down by Azza with the AWP actually, and Uber spraying through the box does so much damage. Takes down Breezy. It's a 2-on-3. Things are not over yet. The bomb is down. There's no kit or armor on any of the CTs. There's a Molotov on Uber. He can use to get in towards the site, but the perfect peek from Marky. Coover commits to the spray. Fugly now has to try and clutch us out. Playing towards A main. Falling back. Molotov comes in. He has to peek behind this. He's going to move. They're ready for him. He's taking so much damage. He gets one kill and he will fall. Adder should have time for this to fuse.
Yeah, you're right.
That's going to be it. 16-8. I did it. We made it, Renegades. They win the eco. How many anti-eco wins did we see?
A lot.
Apart from too many.
On the second half, probably about 3. Yeah, second half, about 3 or 4 from both sides. Renegades, well, it should have been their game a lot sooner, in my opinion, but they do manage to do the job, and that's all they're happy with.
Exactly.
Taking the map victory, now going, I believe, 7-6, and potentially going more because it's not over yet, because we have a continuation of the matches. You probably saw from the schedule, it did have continued. And continues, I guess, not the to be continued meme with the music playing.
That's what I was just about to reference, but there you go, you got there. So this is the Renegades versus Liquid game that was paused due to tech issues. I think we're resuming at 14-13 on Nuke. So should be a quick one, unless we go to overtime, at which point we'll be here all day. But that's what we have up next. So Renegades, they win their 2 normal games. They're not done tonight, though.
No, not yet. I mean, against NRG, that was just dominating T-side performance. I think still a couple of... Still more processes for them to work forward in the next coming weeks. They've still got a lot of tough opposition to face up against.
But they've done well so far because they were originally down 0-6 in Pro League. They've now brought it back to 7-6. In the next half hour, they could make it 8-6. So that's quite the comeback from them, but they're not done yet.
Absolutely. Well, stay here or stay tuned because we are going to be continuing Renegades versus Liquid just after the break.